Right, so I've had an idea and it's been rattling around in my head for a while now, and I think it's finally time to put it out there. So it's called Spotcast, and yeah, before anyone says it, I know it's a terrible pun. It's a mix of spot and cast and podcast, and I'm far too proud of it to apologise. But the idea behind it is something that I'm genuinely excited about. At first glance it sounds like a fishing podcast, a couple of people sitting by the water, rods out, having a brew and a chat. And yeah, that is part of it. But I don't really want to talk about rigs for 3 hours. I don't want every conversation to be about bait, tackle, or how many fish someone caught last weekend. The more time I spend fishing, the more I've realised something. Fishing isn't really about fish. Not entirely. If it was, none of us would keep going back after the blank sessions. None of us would sit through rain, wind, cold nights, tangled lines, lost fish, sleepless nights and all the other nonsense that comes with it. But yet we do. And I've become fascinated with why. At some point, a lot of anglers, fishing stops just becoming a hobby. It becomes something much bigger, an obsession, a lifestyle, and just part of who you are. You start checking weather forecasts before you've even checked your messages. You find yourself thinking about the lakes while you're at work, spending ridiculous amounts of money on gear you absolutely don't need, somehow convince yourself it's essential. Or you go out and buy yourself complete new carp cradle and net and bite alarms, and you're sure that the carp would be over the moon about that and can't wait to see them and sit in the lovely new carp cradle, but it doesn't work out like that. You plan weekends around fishing, sometimes entire holidays around fishing. You tell yourself you're having a break from fishing and somehow end up watching fishing videos. And what's really interesting is that almost every angler has a story about the moment it got them. The moment fishing stopped being something they did and became something that they needed. For some people it's peace, some it's adventure, some it's escapism, and for some it's therapy. For some people it's the one place in the world where the brain finally goes quiet. And I think that's where the really interesting conversations begin, because fishing has the incredible ability to attract people from completely different walks of life and backgrounds and somehow unites them through the same obsession. And yet everyone's reason for being here is different. Maybe fishing helps someone through grief, maybe it helped them through depression, maybe it gave them purpose when they felt lost, maybe they grew up fishing with a parent or grandparent and now it's their connection to them, or maybe they simply fell in love with the challenge. Then there's another side to fishing that I think people are sometimes reluctant to talk about, which is the unhealthy side, the obsessive side, the side where one fish can dictate your mood for a week, the side where you convince yourself that you'll be happy once you've caught your next personal best. Then you catch it and you're buzzing for a few days, and suddenly you're chasing the next one, and the next one, and the next one. The side where blank sessions can leave you questioning everything. The side where you sacrifice sleep, money, relationships, comfort, common sense, in pursuit of a creature that lives underwater and has no idea who we are. So why do we do that? What is it about fishing that gets under people's skin in a way that almost no other hobby does? Why do some people fish casually and then others can be completely consumed by it? That's what I want to explore. So the idea behind this podcast is simple. I want to meet anglers from all walks of life, sit down by the water, have a coffee, put the world to rights, and genuine conversations about what fishing means to them. Not interviews, not interrogations, no wrong or right. Just real conversations. Like the kind that naturally happen when you sat behind rods for hours. I want to hear about the highs, the lows, the obsessions, sacrifices, funny stories, life lessons, the reasons why you started, the reasons why you stayed, and the reasons why you keep coming back. Whether you've been fishing for 40 years or 4 months, and whether you've caught a £50 carp or you've never had a fish over £10, and whether you've got thousands of followers or none at all, it doesn't matter. This really isn't about the fish, it's about the people. It's about understanding why fishing means so much to so many of us. And maybe through those conversations, understanding a little bit more about ourselves too. So that's this podcast. A fishing podcast about the emotional side of fishing. Obsession, passion, therapy, struggle, community. And the question that fascinates me the most? why is it that we spend our lives trying to catch fish and somehow fishing is the thing that catches us? Hashtag Carp.